Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope and pray that it will truly be a Shabbat of Shalom, of wholeness, of peace in our homes, our country, and our world. I know that I am still shaken by the actions in the Capitol and also heartened by the resolve of our legislators who continue the important work of certifying the election and fulfilling their constitutional mandate. To quote Rabbi Blake's words from Wednesday, "Let us here affirm our Jewish tradition's wisdom. Rabban Gamliel understood that civil society must rest on shared civic commitments to justice, truth, and peace. Without these, the world as we know it cannot stand. Let us draw strength and solidarity from the knowledge that no matter our political party or preference, we all care deeply about our country. Let us draw confidence from the knowledge that no matter how we as Reformed Jews individually understand and practice our faith, we can all draw strength, solace, and unity from the wellspring of timeless Jewish values. To that end, WRT will continue to provide a strong Jewish moral voice, advocating unceasingly for the preservation of justice, truth, and peace in our venerable and cherished American Republic." My friends, every Shabbat service is composed of so many things: a space to mourn, a space to celebrate, a space to contemplate, along with so many other emotional moments. As we enter this space together in our homes, separated by space, but not by time, I hope that we find what we need in this virtual house of prayer, that we will create together with our shared voices and words. Joining me in creating those prayerful moments are Cantor Danielle Rudnitsky, Kayla Gitlin, and a few young people in our community, Adrian Braun, and Cole Aaron and Noah Zoland. You may not have met Kayla before, and I'll introduce our students a little bit later, but she is our full-time song leader here at WRT. And these are the challenges of when someone starts working at WRT in the midst of a pandemic. So she is our full-time song leader. Many of our young people see her on a weekly basis, and also a teacher in the Jewish Learning Lab. And she has a shared position with the URJ camps during the summer. It's called a CLASP Fellow, because who doesn't love an acronym, which stands for Camp Leadership and Synagogue Professional. This Shabbat, with her support and with our students sharing, we wanted to lift up our partnership with our URJ camps and to recognize the ways in which summer camp is a sanctuary, a safe, special place for so many of our young people. And I have no doubt that their words and their presence will bring some of the joy and hope that so many of us need in our lives right now. Before I light the candles, and I'll invite you to join with me in lighting candles, a poem to mark this moment. When evil darkens our world, let us be bearers of light. When fists are clenched in self-righteous rage, let our hands be open for the sake of peace. When injustice slams doors on the ill, the poor, the old, and the stranger. Let us pry the doors open. Where shelter is lacking, let us be builders. Where food and clothing are needed, let us be providers. Where knowledge is denied, let us be champions of learning. When dissent is stifled, let our voices speak truth to power. When the earth and its creatures are threatened, let us be their guardians. When bias, greed, and bigotry erode our country's values, let us proclaim liberty throughout the land. In the places where no one acts like a human being, let us bring courage, let us bring compassion, let us bring humanity. Well, this is my last match, so this is a dicey moment. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now we continue with a few of our psalms from Kabbalat Shabbat, the psalms that help us welcome and bring in Shabbat. Lechu neranena. Lechu neranena. Yai rai 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 ladonai ladonai. Yai rai 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 naria naria. Yai rai 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 letzur yishenu letzur yishenu. Yai rai 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 rai. Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Lechu neranena. Yai rai 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 rai. Ladonai. Yai rai 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 rai. Naria. Yai rai 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 rai. Letzur yishenu. Yai rai rai rai. For all of the wonder in all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena. Yai rai 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 rai. Ladonai. Yai rai 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 rai. Naria. Yai rai 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 rai. Letzur yishenu. Yai rai rai rai. Yai rai rai rai. Yai rai rai rai. We continue with Lecha Dodi. Yalla la 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 lecha dodi. Yalla la 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 likrat kala. Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, יאי לי לי, יאללה לי לך דודי, יאללה לי לקראת כלה, יאללה לי בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה.
So to welcome us formally into our prayer service, we want to invite Adrian Braun to join us on screen and share some words.
Hi. So I've attended the URJ Creative Arts Academy since its very first year, and in a word, it was life-changing. And I've been with them ever since. I've seen the CAA grow as a community, and the CAA community has watched me grow into the person I am today. And in the process, I'm currently in the process of applying to be a counselor at CAA, which is crazy because it feels like yesterday I was hanging out with some of my closest friends, headbanging to the Aleph Bet song, and having really intense conversations about the Shrek movies, of all things. I have some really great memories at camp. I've called it my Mount Sinai before. And it's kind of sad that I won't be a camper anymore, but as a counselor, I'll be there making incredible memories with new campers. So I guess I am ready for that responsibility.
Thank you, Adrian. And now, if you are able and your space allows for it, I'll invite you to rise for Baruch. So we now invite Aaron Cole and Noah Zolan to share a little bit of remembrance of their experience of being with me at Crane Lake Camp.
I really love camp because I'm part of a community. My bunkmates are my community, and I'm not afraid to express myself when I'm around them. Over the years, I've fostered an amazing friendship throughout my bunk.
This summer, I am going back to Crane Lake Camp as a counselor. My friends are the foundation of this community, and I will always uphold the culture of kindness we have at camp.
I have also decided to come back to camp this year and help foster the same community that I love with my fellow friends. I love my campers and I want them to have the same great experiences that I've had over the years.
So thank you, gentlemen. That was awesome. And for sharing a little bit of why you love camp, and how really a lot of us are connected through our shared Jewish connection and our shared love of Judaism. And with that, we turn to the words of Shema.
And our Shema is all about listening and about community, about being one. And at camp, we really listen to each other and to ourselves. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them for a sign upon your head, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise.
A few thoughts from the Jerusalem Talmud before we offer the words of Micha Mocha. They went forth from Egypt on a single night, but next time the miracle will be different. Once two sages were walking very early in the valley, and they saw the light of the morning star. Said one to the other, "This is how the redemption will be. The dawn breaks with a single ray of light, and bit by bit the sky is illumined, until morning comes and the darkness is gone. So the redemption will come little by little, growing steadily and gradually until the world is full of light." Do not wait for a miracle or the sudden transformation of the world. Bring the day closer, step by step, with every act of courage, of kindness, of healing and repair. Do not be discouraged by the darkness. Lift up every spark you can. and watch the horizon for the coming of dawn. Look closely. It has already begun.
וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, והעמידנו שומרינו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. prayers for peace and safety on our hearts. We continue with our Amidah, our time for some intimate, personal, private prayer moments with God, which I think we especially need this week. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezocher Chasdei Havot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magin Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We now take a few moments for private, silent reflection.
A new king arose over Egypt who did not know Joseph. This verse from our weekly Torah portion has been echoing in the back of my mind since Wednesday. It's the ominous antecedent for all that follows in the book of Exodus. A new king arose over Egypt that did not know Joseph. Up until that point, the Israelites had been seen as model citizens, developing and growing and helping to build a better society. Everyone was working together despite their differences. But the shift happens. The rift is created when the leadership at the top of the society no longer knows Joseph. That knowledge isn't just of one particular human being or his impact on the society. It's the symbolic knowledge of the other. The group of people that believe different things than we believe, that espouse a view different than our own. And because of that difference, because of that rift, they become, in the eyes of this new king, untrustworthy and dangerous. As the king will say in the next 2 verses, "Look, the Israelite people are much too numerous for us. Let us deal shrewdly with them so that they may not increase. Otherwise, in the event of war, they may join our enemies in fighting against us and rise from the ground." Our sages do not agree on whether or not this is willful ignorance or actual lack of knowledge on behalf of the new king. But either way, the results are the same: violence, hatred, and maltreatment of the other. In the end, it will take 10 plagues and unmeasurable pain and suffering on both sides before the Israelites are able to leave as free people, and the king is able to see a modicum of reason again. To this day, the word Egypt is not just the modern nation state on Israel's border, but in the Jewish imagination, Egypt is eternally connected with the idea of enslavement and estrangement, of entering a narrow place where we hope and pray we'll make it out safely. We are living in a strange and terrifying time, a time of tribalism, where more and more Americans have become more entwined with their espoused political party, who look at the person on the other side of the aisle and see a king who does not know Joseph. All you need to do is go into their echo chambers and see how the way they describe their Joseph, the perceived other. You'll hear story after story about how the other is plaguing our country and destroying our way of life. But what we need are not plagues to set our nation right. We don't need the plague of sedition, the plague of violence, the plague of looting, the plague of hatred of the other, the plague of lies and falsehood, the plague of anti-Semitism, the plague of racism, the plague of bigotry. We need to know Joseph. We need to look at people who disagree with us and see them as human beings worthy of conversation and not hatred. We need to look at our country as the United States, founded on the idea that all people are created equal. And even at our founding, that wasn't true. And even now it is not true, but hopefully, maybe one day, we will be able to say that every single person in our society is treated as if they are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We need to be able to look at the facts and not lie to ourselves and to others about what they mean. We need to know Joseph and work towards healing the fractures and fissures that have filled our lives. We need justice, truth, and peace to pervade our society. We need to build a world from peace, build a world based on chesed and love. In the words of Menachem Creditor and the Psalms, Olam chesed yibaneh. This work will not be easy, but I know I will find strength in singing those words that acknowledge the hard work of building a better world hand in hand with everyone who shares that dream. to lead us in that moment of song. I invite first Kayla Gitlin to offer Olam Chesed Yibaneh and the dream inherent within it. And then Cantor Ordnitsky will offer If Not Now to help bring light into this darkened moment.
This world from love. I will build this world from love. And you must build. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Olam chesed Olam chesed Olam chesed Olam chesed
If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. We may never see this moment or place and time again. If not now, tell me when. I see sorrow and trouble in this land. I see sorrow and trouble in this land. Although there will be struggle, we'll make the change we can. If not now, tell me when. We may never see the promised land. We may never see the promised land. And yet we'll make the journey. We'll walk it hand in hand. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. We may never see this moment or place and time again. If not now, tell me when. So we'll work until it's done. Every daughter, every son. miracles do happen every shining now and then. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. If not now, tell me when. We may never see this moment or place in time again. If not now, tell me when. But miracles do happen every shining now and then. If not now, tell me when.
From the dream of healing our broken world, we turn to the hope of healing for those closer to each and every one of us. I've said this before, and I'll say again tonight, our Misha Barak list has grown because the number of people in need of healing has grown. And I know that the names I share aloud tonight are but a fraction of the names that need our prayers this Shabbat. But I raise aloud as part of our congregational community's prayer for healing, we think of Ezra Yarden ben Harav Elkanah Lev Beharabah Eliana Leah, Anthony and Elizabeth Dankner, Mordechai ben Yaakov, Deborah Kapnick, Nicole Shusi, Susan Colby, Neil Glaskell, Andrew Reiner, Chaim ben Zippora, Masha Batsora, Leah Greenspan, Aviva Tzila bat Esther Bela, Dan Sokoloff, Jeffrey Millman, Cheryl Brickman, Chava Batsora, Eliyahu Chaim ben Fredel, Sheila Freed, Tanya Romanoff, Yitzhak Yona ben May, Malka Tzipora bas Rachel, Tamar bat Malka, Heschel Meir ben David Achana, David Ze'ev ben Fruma Etel, Mark Wolf, Shai Aviad ben Balfura, Rabbi Eitan Hammerman, Alter Shmuel ben Chavalea, and all those we are reciting in our own hearts and homes. We offer these words, Misha Berach.
Did you have another name to add, Rabbi Levy? Oh no. Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor habracha leimoteinu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imoteinu Mekor habracha Lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Sorry to confuse you, Cantor. I wanted to pray along with you for that one. And in the moment, I could see why you were confused. Please, everyone, join me in this dream of a world repaired and renewed in the words of Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula le'otzeh breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Meditation before Kaddish entitled Blessed Name by Aidan Solavoy. Blessed is the broken heart that yearns to heal in the warmth of love. Blessed is the wounded soul that yearns to heal in the whisper of hope. Blessed is the aching spirit that yearns to heal in the mystery of eternity. Blessed are the darkened eyes that learn to see in the river of light. Blessed is the shallow breath that learns to expand in the heartbeat of creation. Blessed are the silenced ears that learn to hear in the whisper of the wind. Blessed is this journey. Blessed is this prayer. Blessed is your heart. Source of all, the one who creates, the one who sustains, the one who comforts and guides, the one who spoke and the world came to be. Blessed is your name. We begin by remembering those whom we have loved and lost in the past 4 weeks in our community, beginning with Sid Rosenblatt, father of Mark Rosenblatt, Gladys Waller, mother of Cass Waller, Bruce Rabiner, friend of Mark Waller, Saul Silverman, father of Jody Razumna, Frances Ellman, mother of Howard Ellman, Blossom Katz, mother of Nancy Aresu, Jack Adelstein, brother of Harvey Gorin and uncle of Andrew Gorin, Lisa Purcell, and Erica Rublin, Doris Chesler, grandmother of Matthew Chesler, David Gray, husband of Laura Gray and father of Tracy Gray Kawai and Robert Gray, Dina Hubble, wife of Howard Lapkin, mother of Emily and Andrew Bernstein, daughter of Barbara and Marvin Hubble, sister of Richard Hubble and ex-wife of Jonathan Bernstein, Naomi Blumenthal, mother of Sherry Snyder, Joy Schertzer, mother of Gail Loeb and Flory Perilous, and Shirley Swidler, mother of Lori Gertzog. And the yard site, the anniversary of their passing, we remember Catherine Abeson, Edith Albert, Charlotte Kossow, Saul S. Coyne, Robert Alperstein, Dorothy Baltman, Robert Bernstein, Lenore Blitzstein, Sylvia Breyer, Ruth Citron, Marion Cooper, Minnie Corlin, Joan E. Deegan, John Benson Deegan, Jeffrey Disick, Jack Dobosh, Joseph Lapidus, David Dweck, Celia Ehrlich, Betty Evans, Isabel Foychard, Edward Zelaznik, David Zelaznik, Paul Zelaznik, Thomas Zelaznik, Louise Falk, William Finkelstein, Beatrice Friedberg, Seymour Frost, Jerome Glucksman, Elaine Radditt, Gloria Baker, Isaac Moldovsky, Hyman Goldstein, Faye Greenstein, Charles S. Guggenheimer, Simon Hoffman, Penny Holliday, Daisy Catan, Morris Kern, Sujin Kim, Bernard Kozlowski, Stan Rand, Edward Krupman, Herman Leibstein, Phyllis Lakow, Harry Levine, Theodore Liebman, Harold Malice, Jack S. Older, Al Pecht, Nancy Pecht, Tobe Pekulin, Audrey Raises, Milton Raises, Harry Reeser, Adeline Resnick, Albert Richmond, Edgar Rothschild, Irving Israel Rubin, Mary Sandhouse, Joseph Schneider, Rona Sider, Eleanor Sherman, Arlene Shears, Ruth Sugar, Alan Silverman, Vivian Singer, Helene Tarshis, Rose Weisfeld, Erwin Witchell, and Fred Zarkin. If I have inadvertently mispronounced your loved one's name or you have a name to add to our commemoration, please say it aloud and know that you are bringing it into this space of memory in your own home as we offer now the words of Kadisha Tom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Bagala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei b'kudsha b'rechu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran ve'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. V'meru, v'meru, Amen. V'meru, Amen. So we have a few announcements of what's going on in between now and when we gather again and Friday night, and maybe even one after that. So a few things that are upcoming at WRT. Torah study is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Hopefully you'll join via Zoom to go deeper into this first portion of the book of Exodus. Also at 9 a.m., there's a opportunity to join for yoga at WRT, movement, music, and meditation. Stephanie Simon, a member of ours, will be leading a wonderful, relaxing yoga class. So join, bring a friend, but one of multiple ways to embrace Shabbat tomorrow. An additional way is if you wanted to join for sharing Shabbat, that's at 10:30 tomorrow. And we want to wish a hearty Mazel Tov to Max Gallstalter and his family, who's celebrating his bar mitzvah tomorrow at 5 o'clock. On Tuesday at 11:30, Cantor Kleiman will be leading Rosh Chodesh. And I'll say I'm going to dispense with the via Zoom unless it is not via Zoom, because almost everything these days is. So she'll be leading Rosh Chodesh. That's Tuesday at 11:30. And if you are someone or know someone who is living with divorce or single parenting and needs a group of support, please join me and our social worker, Jane Slevin, to have some space to kind of reflect on what life is like in that stage of life, wherever you are on that journey of living through divorce and single parenthood. And also on Wednesday, there's a bereavement support group at 6 o'clock. So also with Jane Slevin and Cantor Laura Stein. One last detail, which is on Tuesday, January 19th at 7 o'clock, there is a camp parlor meeting. So if you learned about Jewish summer camp and you wanted to join, I'm hoping to be at Crane Lake Camp for 2 weeks. There's a lottery this year because lots of things, and who knows how camp is going to function exactly. They have some more answers than I do. But it's really one of my favorite places to be over the summer, and I'm really excited and hopeful that I'll be able to be there for a bit of time. Cantor, Kayla, anything I missed on announcements? Oh, I missed some thank yous. A huge, huge thank you to you, Kayla, for being with us, for your first formal Shabbat service with us. And also a massive thank you to Adrian Braun for sharing a little bit about Creative Arts Academy, and to the Zolan boys. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you with us, Aaron Cole and Noah, to share a little bit about what Crane Lake means to you.
And I am here to answer any questions as well about camp, because that is part of my job here.
Yeah, so if you have things, go to Kayla afterwards. But now let us turn to Kiddush and Motzi. And I even baked a challah.
Woohoo! Yes, that looks really good.
Thank you.
But First, we bless the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen. L'chaim.
Yes, challah in my house comes in 3 formats, either turbinado sugar, which is this one, my children's favorite, or za'atar, an Israeli seasoning, or everything bagel spice. Those are really the 3 options.
I want all of them.
Well, when we're past COVID, you'll come over for Shabbat Shalom. It'll be wonderful. So we're going to promote those that are in the waiting. If you don't want to be seen on video, turn your video off. But anyone who is joining us via Zoom, we're going to promote you so you can join us and say a little motzi with us. And if there's someone with you, please put your arms around them. I'm going to do this virtually with some people near me as we say motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'tei avon, or as I like to say in my house, eat some bread. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, I have.
Shabbat Shalom.